Welcome back to M Hood Discovered. I almost said the F word. Alright, so in the last video about the birds in the house, I used the word buzzard. Sorry if that confused you. Buzzard is a colloquial term we use out here for black vultures. There are a lot of people out here, when you ask them, hey, do you know what kind of vulture that is? They'll swear up and down that they're not vultures, that they're actually buzzards, but they are actually black vultures. But I'm just so used to calling them buzzards. I'm sorry if I confused you. I didn't mean to, but here we go. These feathers are from one of our breeding pairs, one of the parents of that fledgling. Let's go visit, because yesterday I didn't realize we were going to experience a fledgling in a dark corner. I did not have light. That's what's up. We're bringing the light. I'm all about that. Come on. So many people just can't see it, but it's right there. It's right there. It's camouflaged, right? I'm standing here for a second, listening and watching, observing. I don't see the parents. I haven't seen them for a few days, to be honest. I know they're around. They're probably out and about. Cloudy skies, right? Maybe a slight chance of a thunderstorm today. I'm standing in the spot right next to the road where I found those two feathers I just showed you. I don't see any feathers here today. I don't see them yet, but I guarantee the fledgling is still in the house. Looks like marigolds, huh? All kinds of beautiful things as we make our way down there with the snakes and the bugs. Wonderful flowers that make me sneeze, make my eyes itchy and watery, but yet we can admire them just the same, even though they come with a price, right? Lots of things with thorns, lots of things that bite, lots of things to admire. We have wild rudbeckia here. Still have no idea why anyone would just randomly dump a bunch of onion scraps. It's a mystery. This I like. We have some mimosa trees growing right here. I have an interest. I've been researching mimosa. Smells wonderful. I'm gonna get some of these flowers soon. Video to come, right? Tea, the mood elevator. That's what they're good for. Yeah, sometimes you just need to walk out your door, find something for tea that is going to help you out. We're segueing into this right now. That's what we're doing for the monetization, right? We got to take our time getting in here, or I'm going to come out scratched and bloody, because there's a lot of natural barbed wire as I work my way in here. There are a lot of things willing to bite. There's a lot of bull nettle too. I need to watch where I'm stepping. We have a threat of copperheads. They haven't been thick. I haven't actually seen one around here this year yet, this spring. Well, it's summer, because this is Memorial Day weekend. Summer is beginning. And as I enter into the woods, the humidity level comes up. It's going to rise throughout the day, but down there in the woods, it's always going to be higher than out in the open. We're working our way in here. We're going to have to go into hobbit mode here real soon. Here we go. Hobbit mode means you're just about crawling. You're pretending to be a really short person. Here we are. We're going to have to go around just like yesterday. We're going to go back into hobbit mode over the pile of bricks here. Seems to be the easiest way to get in here. I could have brought the machete, but honestly I didn't want to cut a path for reasons. I'm not trying to make it easy for other people to come in here. Not at all. Now, because I'm talking and I'm generally loud so you can hear me, the bird, I heard him stir. The bird must know that I am approaching. I really don't want this bird to get used to people, but out here, these black vultures, these buzzards, they get a little bit used to people, but stay wary, right? They're not going to come right up and feed out of your hand, but maybe you could get them to do that, but it would take some time, right? But why do you want that? It would be best if they stay kind of scared of people. And here we go. The bird is not here. Whoa. Shoot. The bird is here, but up there. I heard him move. My goodness. You see the holes in the floor right there? Oh, there he is. He is here. Oh, yeah. See, this is what... There we go. How's that? This is a black vulture fletchling. Now, yesterday when I came in here, I didn't know what they looked like at this age. You see, it is an older chick that is approaching adult size. And when they're this age and this size, they don't appear like their parents. They're not all black. You see, they have a lot of light brown and gray on them. He's very scared. I don't want to terrify him too much. We just wanted to come get a look at him. I don't know how close I dare to approach. I'm in the building itself. Basketball. You can see his face. He's looking at us. This is my first time up and close and personal with one of these birds. This is a very educational experience for me, and hopefully it is for you as well. Okay, I think we've been bothering you long enough. I thought he was up there because I heard a noise and I thought it was coming from up top. I don't know, can you see what's up there? Let me adjust. What does that look like? You can see the holes. Maybe these birds are coming through the top holes, or maybe they're actually very civilized and they're coming through the door. Oh, well, this is cool. We got them to move a little bit. I think this is a defensive move, having that wing out. He's protecting his legs and everything. Wow, these birds are quite majestic, but a lot of people don't like them. They're annoyed by them. They don't like that there's like hundreds of these birds circling over their house or something. They're always trying to make a noise to get rid of them. I've seen people stand out in the yard and slam 2x4s together to try and run the birds off, but the birds are like 100 feet or more hovering in the air over the house, and it's like, good luck, buddy, you're not scaring them birds. But yeah, I've never been able to get within 20 feet of a flock. But the ones that reared this fletchling, they kind of put up with me. They will fly up and roost right above me, and I'll walk under them and they'll just watch. And they watch me because, you know, I live close by. They live right here. They know that I put out fish sometimes. And I haven't been like purposely feeding the parents,
it just so happened, this is how I discovered the parents lived here. I threw fish off into these woods here, carcasses, after I cleaned them. And the next morning, I saw the birds eating them. And then I noticed those birds, when they left the fish, they just flew right over here to this house. And that's how I discovered that I was inadvertently feeding his parents. And we've just kind of continued this relationship. When I have the carcasses, I throw them over here because I know that these birds will get rid of them for me. And that's what these birds do around the lake. They look for food that people are throwing out. I'm sure there's somebody that likes to feed these birds, but it's an inadvertent action, right? We're throwing something out, something in the compost pile, or just something in the woods. And the birds know that we do this frequently, and the birds just come back and see if we put out anything. All right, buddy, we're going to leave you alone.
For me, it's not a hot day, but my goodness, it is very humid in here. I got a little bit of a sweat on me. And yeah, shoot, the humidity's in the 60s, it's 60%, right? And I lived down in southeast Louisiana for over 20 years. And I got used to percentages much higher than that. But as we go through the day, after sunset, it will come up into the 80s, 80% humidity, 86, 87. But the temperature will drop, so it's not going to be super bad, but there are going to be a fair amount of people complaining about it, right? But not me so much, because I'm kind of used to it. But I remember a time when my friend Alex and I met up. He was late. I was like, oh, I know you're late. Just meet me at City Park. I'm doing a morning session. And he finally met up with me. And he was a little hungover because he hooked up with this girl and they had like a drunken thing, right? So he was a little hungover. And what our plan originally was to go out to Honey Island Swamp area and pond hop. So we met up. We headed out there, across the lake to the North Shore, up towards Pearl River, and we stopped at Denny's. Best Denny's breakfast I ever had. And I thought he was in good shape after that, right? So we get to the parking lot out there, and we start walking through the woods on a trail out in the open. And then we have to get off that main trail and go into the woods to bushwhack a little bit to get to a pond. And we got out into the pond and we're fishing. I catch a bass, he's fishing, and then all of a sudden he hobbles over to me and he says, oh, I'm so sorry, Mark, we'd only been there like 20 minutes fishing and I'd already caught a bass. I can't make it. While I was catching that bass, he was hurling, he was puking. Like, it was the humidity. He was too hungover for it. It was super steamy in there. I mean, I was feeling it too. And to this day, we remember that. You remember this? But of course, our fletchling in there is probably good to go with the humidity. Whereas I need to go because I'm getting bit up. And I'm really happy to show you the fletchling. Really happy to be able to see it myself, because I couldn't see it yesterday at all. I saw its legs. I thought it was a piece of insulation moving in the breeze, but then I realized just really not a breeze. And then it started hissing at me. Really, really cool. I don't think the parents have abandoned it. I think they're just out eating. Yeah, you're right. Let me get out of here. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I'll tell you what, I will see y'all next time.